Holiday Hangout 5. We're live streaming from our home. It's a really, really, really good vibe.
Yeah. welcome.
Hi,
Come
everybody. We got some rocking Christmas music going down.
Gonna pull you up on the laptop so we can
Pull
say
you
hello.
up on the Facebook.
Oh, we went live at the same time as QVC.
What?
Yeah.
Are we competing with QVC
Competing
again?
with the big time.
We got nothing for sale, only love. Hi, Kim. Hi, Sabrina. I see Sabrina in there. You're in there twice. What's going on? Hi, sweet friends.
There's a
Day
lot
number
of
5. We're hanging out again. Why not? This is fun.
On a weeknight and everything.
Oh, look, Mama's here. Hi, Rita.
Hey, Miss
Hey,
Rita.
Bonnie. All right. Yeah, we're fired up. What's today? Wednesday?
It's
yeah.
Wednesday,
this week
the
is
5th,
flowing.
day 5. Hey, Rita, my white lantern arrived in the mail. We'll have to get some batteries and check it out.
Hi, Ann. You made it. Hello, Kim. I see you. She says something about Trisbrina. Happy to be here hanging out with ya. Hey, Cobalicious.
Oh,
All
awesome.
right. Hey.
So, tell me, did you guys get notified, those of you that said you were interested in the event that we created? Because I said that I was interested.
I'm interested.
That. And when we went live, a little thing came up in the bottom of my laptop that said we went live.
I saw that.
Because Facebook has changed some of the algorithms.
Yes.
And it's not notifying people. So I'm thinking with maybe our ongoing dojo classes.
Bonnie says yes.
Maybe we want to start creating an event.
Ooh.
You can create an event that's like
I should
Tuesday,
pass that
Thursday,
off to
Saturday.
my helper named Sabrina.
Yeah.
That does everything. Queen Sabrina. Ninja Sabrina. Yes, ma'am. Got notified. That's awesome.
Great.
I love that. That's
and
so
those
helpful.
of you that got notified, you clicked on the event and said you were interested?
Apparently so. Well, let us know. We've got a 30-second lag, so we will fill in the space. Hey, listen up, y'all. We're having some fun here on day number 5. We've been doing this thing called the Human Advent Experience. Every day we're opening up our hearts to receive and to give something new, something amazing, something special during this holiday season. So we've been talking about things like the cherishing and about building momentum and joy and humor and choices. What was mine yesterday? There's so much going on.
Faith.
Yeah, faith.
Connection.
Mine was connection. Thank you.
I think today's should be memory.
Memory. Well, here's what's interesting.
The remembrance.
I didn't write my one down. I wrote yours. The remembering.
I know. My mom, Rita, said to me, she goes, "Are you writing down what your Advent words are?" I'm like, "No, they're mine. I know them."
She'll probably know all of them the whole month. I have to write mine down because they're all blending and merging into one. But you've been having experiences as well, and you've been sharing them with us here in the chat. And if you're new, please join us today in unlocking something magical and amazing about your holiday experience.
I see Vicky and Anne. So glad you showed up. And Yadviga.
All kinds of sweet friends here hanging out. It's awesome. Awesome.
We love when we play our royalty-free music, and every now and then they go, royalty-free music.
Got some swag here.
So how was your day? What'd you do?
We're just hanging out.
How'd you love on yourself, right?
That's right.
How did you love on yourself today?
Hi, Diana.
What gifts did you give to yourself, besides the one inside the Human Advent Calendar?
Did you send an email out? Diana got an email.
Well, yeah, I did that.
You're so awesome. Juggling balls in the air. Oh my God. Spinning the plates. All right, how's the business going? Pretty good. I got to tend to this plate over here. Okay, we'll go back over here now.
I sent out an email just to the students in our business school and the Life Force Mastery Dojo and the certification. Very small group of people that get that special.
We're building momentum. That was one of my words. And we're launching the Trisbrina show in the process of these holiday hangouts. So you're getting to catch our vibe, and we're getting to feed off of your lovely feedback and energy, and it's helping us shape the experience in 2019.
Okay, Kobe's gift to herself, one of the gifts was she was productive.
Nice, good
Kim
word.
allowed herself to sleep in very late without guilt.
Nice, guilt-free rejuvenation.
Those are like 2 gifts, right? More sleep and no guilt.
Love it. That's a good one. Sleep is a divine gift.
And Anne also gave herself the gift of productivity. I gave myself the gift of movement.
Nice.
First thing in the morning of dance.
As you always do.
That's the gift.
You're heavily gifted in that area.
I give myself 6 mornings a week, early in the morning.
I gifted myself with clean teeth.
Yeah, that's right. He went to the dentist. I got my hair cut
Oh,
Doesn't it
we've had a
look
very
lovely?
self-care day, it sounds like.
have.
I went and got juice at the Juice Land.
Yeah, juice,
Some of
please.
you know.
Juice. Can I have some juice, please, Mom? Some juice?
It's an ongoing joke. We'll reveal it one day.
Whenever I hear juice, I think of the little kid with the sippy cup. Juice.
So
Mom,
I used to
please,
drink
juice.
my juice really loud around. She's like, juice, please. Anyone have some juice?
He used to. He still does. He's like, I told him, I'm like, when you're teaching,
I'm 5.
and you're drinking out of those cans, your little energy drink, and you say, excuse me, and you turn to the side, and you see his Adam's apple goes, look, 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 look. I'm like, everyone's listening to your innards.
Oh, my innards. Is that what that is? My innards?
Your innards.
I had no idea I was revealing my innards to the world. All right, we're going to...
Oh, Vicky went to the dentist too, and
Oh, you
she got on
did?
the treadmill.
Nice. So we're all in flow. Andrea's here. Hi, Andrea.
Oh.
Very cool. Well, this is the tribe, the ever-expanding, growing, beautiful tribe. And we're going to unlock our Advent doors in a moment here. Sabrina's got one for you.
Yes.
I've got one for you. And we want to know what is lighting you up. And it sounds like you're sharing some beautiful things about your day.
Hey, Pat, glad you came by.
And as you kind of go into this experience with us, because it feels like a sweet experience to take a moment to reflect.
It does.
What's important right now and what is serving you and therefore others, okay?
Yeah. It's caused me to, or us, like today when we were walking the puppies, we get to have a discussion about all of the possibilities about the day and how to, it's like take all those ingredients and roll it up into a word that represents what it is that we're trying to say, right? Because sometimes it's a word, but that word is just the doorway into this more expansive thought and idea, right?
I've got a word for today, man. It opens everything up.
I got a word for you.
I got a word for you.
Can I have a word with you?
Listen up, word.
That's true. You know that saying, can I have a word with you? Means I have a lot of stuff to say to
I
you.
got some things to tell you. Aw, see, you all are talking to us from all these devices and we're getting all this love. Thank you. Love right back at you. All right, Sabrina, will you please unlock your Advent window for us?
Yes.
Share your love.
Today, my word, and this is a word that I think about a lot. Some people like to spell it.
Does it go something like...
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me.
What does it mean to you?
Respect.
Whoa.
Respect is so huge for me. So huge for me.
I'm with you.
In so many ways. The biggest way that I respect is in a relationship, right? So many times people have asked me, what's your secret to Trisbrina?
You mean this secret?
Why you guys seem to get along? You seem to like each other. We're around you all the time. We don't really hear you arguing. We don't see you like rolling your eyes. You seem playful. What is it? And if I had to really think about it, and it is for me respect.
Yeah.
Right? Always respect. Right? Now that doesn't mean that I like everything that someone does.
Me? You don't like every single thing I do?
Everything they say.
Right.
But to always maintain respect for the relationship and never have an action or a word that I'll call below the belt. If ever any intention to hurt.
Don't go below the belt.
Right? Never, no matter how much reaction could be happening, you never go there.
Play fair.
And by having that level of respect, the last thing in the world that I would ever want to do is to hurt someone that I have that respect for. But the only reason that I can have respect for another person, and now I'm just talking about this relationship, is that I have to have at least that much respect for myself. So this is big. Listen up, and you could totally misunderstand me, and that's okay. I'll still respect you. I respect myself more than I respect anyone else. Hands down, 100%. Why? Because I know that I will always come back to truth. I will always choose love over fear. I will always take the step forward no matter how hard it is, no matter how many times I fall. I'm getting back up. I will act with integrity. I will do the right thing. If I don't do the right thing, I'll say I'm sorry and fix it. I know that about myself because I have to live with myself can't get away, right? I have to live with myself. And so I choose, right? Going back to day 3, I choose to be the person that can't live with themselves if they're not in integrity and in truth, right? I cannot not respect myself. And that's really big, because when I had a lot of issues with emotional eating and being mean to myself, right? Eating crap, throwing it up, judging myself, hating myself, feeling like I wasn't enough, I didn't respect myself. I was seeking respect from outside. If I look a certain way, if the number on the scale is a certain thing, if I get the lead in the ballet, in the show, others will respect me, and then I'll respect myself. It's the same thing. Then others will tell me I'm worthy of love, and then maybe I'll believe it and love myself. And that has so flipped for me that I respect myself, and that help. Then I make good choices, and when I don't, I still respect myself.
You know,
right?
that puts all the responsibility on us as well, which is where it should lie.
Right.
I love that you respect yourself more than anyone. That's such integrity within your
I mean,
own...
it feels right, because you respect me more than anyone too, right?
Yes, I do. Well, sometimes
I'm kidding.
I want to be the human being who has so much respect for myself that I respect my opinion and my soul's guidance more than I respect, and maybe I could say listen to. I love mentorship, and I love learning, and I love learning and being leveled up, but I want to get to that place in myself where I trust and respect myself the most. And I think that's how it should be, because you were given this inner guidance and this voice, and if you're not trusting and respecting that, what are you respecting?
Right. I mean, and we are multifaceted, right? So when I say I respect myself, I'm talking about the one, right? The truth, that which I am. Not all the little voices and everything. And I wrote down some things that Confucius said that I really, really love about respect. He said, without feelings of respect, what is there to distinguish men from beasts? I love that, because a lot of times I say, I don't want to be the animal. Without feelings of respect, what is there to distinguish men from beasts? Respect yourself, and then others can respect you. Right? So that was the opposite of how it used to be for me. I was looking for others to tell me I was okay. I was looking for others to tell me I was good enough. I was looking for others to say, oh, yay, you're worthy of love. Right? And that will never happen. It will never happen.
Absolutely, Bonnie. It's absolutely to trust and love this that we are. Hi, Stephen. Great to see you, pal. I just saw you pop in. It is fun. It's been really cool.
Gandhi said, I cannot conceive of a greater loss than the loss of one's self-respect.
Yeah, when you don't respect yourself, it's so hard to walk that path.
Yeah, and that's what happens
Doubt
with
kicks in.
with a lot of addictions. You know, everything is an addiction, right? We can be addicted to power. We can be addicted to being a victim. We can be addicted to a substance, and those things chip away at our respect for ourselves because we feel guilty. That's why I loved when Kim said earlier, I slept in late and I didn't feel guilty about it.
I respect this. Yeah. I agree 100%. I respect the integrity of this. And I feel like we all could and should work towards that full 100% respect in our being. And full ownership of these are the choices, your word, and decisions that I've made, and I respect those decisions. And if I need to learn something from them, I will respect my process of learning. And yes, I will fall and falter. We all do. We're humans. But I will respect this in me, which will find its way back to the path.
Right.
If you give yourself that kind of respect, you'll pull that out of yourself. If you believe in yourself and believe in your self-respect, I think, you're onto something so important. It's a great conversation to be having.
And when you can respect yourself, you can really extend that to others. Right? Absolutely. It doesn't matter if you agree with them. It doesn't matter if they're a jerk. And that's when it gets tough, right? Like right now in the political world, which we don't pay that much attention to, the sides don't agree with each other, but you have to maintain that level of respect that separates us from the beasts, right? I really, really love that. And I think what I respect when I say that I have to respect myself more than anything, it's that I respect that I love love. Love is everything for me. I have to be a servant of love. I have to be connected to flow. I have to act with integrity. And I respect those qualities in another, therefore I am being them. And it would be silly for me to put my power in someone else and expect them to be that for me if I can't embrace it myself simultaneously.
When I respect myself, I stop beating myself up.
Yeah.
You won't beat someone up mentally or however emotionally if you respect them, even if they make mistakes, right? Like, have you not had teachers and mentors that you just so look up to them, and then, oh, look, they made a boo-boo or whatever. Like, those are the best teachers if they say, hey, look, I made a boo-boo.
Yeah.
And now watch me walk my talk and work the craft that I'm always professing and teaching. Let me apply it to myself right now.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that, so when I can find another human being that I also respect, because if self-respect here, right, then we can pass that and see that.
It's like the law of attraction, right? You draw more of those people to yourself.
Yeah, and then when you meet them and they really live that, I feel so grateful to those people. I'm like, thank you so much for not letting me down. And I know that people will let us down. I mean, I'm going to let Sabrina down. She might let me down. I don't know. But that'll all be on me. And then I'll watch whatever's going on with her. I'll watch her rise because of this self-respect she's talking about. And I'll watch the victory take place. And that will just build my own, like, wow, you could do it, I can do it too. You've leveled me up in so many ways.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. No, seriously, when you see somebody who has self-respect and they make conscious decisions and they have the integrity and the discipline to stay true,
discipline.
It'll look like, because their respect holds them to a path, it holds them to a standard. That is the most beautiful, sexy thing I think anybody could cultivate. It's incredible. That plus love.
Yeah.
Just compassion, love, which you have.
Yeah, we used to have this friend that just popped into my head. He passed away this year. And he was in an accident when he was young, I think in a dune buggy. Maybe he was 20. And he was quadriplegic and in a wheelchair during most of our friendship. And he got a vehicle that he could finally drive in his special way, and he'd go to the mall and he would do laps around the mall to get his cardio in, right? And I had such respect for that because I knew how hard he worked to get in his special van, to get out of the special van, to get into the mall, right?
It's a
For me, I walk out the
soul.
door, I sit in the car, drive my car to my class, like that's all easy. Think of how hard he had to work to get out of bed, to get the clothes on, right? So I have respect for that quality, that I guess it's a quality of yes, I can, yes, I will, or just a quality of yes, I'll try, right? That is so beautiful.
So mine
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
riffs off of an email
Hey, Steve.
and a conversation that we had with somebody who is helping us learn and grow in the world of sharing, if you will. You might call it marketing. We think of it as sharing. And this really sweet friend and coach was talking about Dancing with the Stars on TV and how, let me see if she sent me some notes here. I'm trying to remember the name of the person. Anyway, there was one particular person who won. And the public was...
Probably just one this week because it's around the culmination.
It must be that it's this one then. Well, maybe you guys know more than me. I didn't watch... I watched a little... I peeked in. I've been watching some other really cool shows, like The Voice. Anyway, I didn't see all of Dancing with the Stars, and so I don't know who won. So, forgive me. You guys probably know. Anyway, whoever this person is, she said, look, a lot of people were kind of pissed. They felt like somebody else should have won. But the person that won had an incredible outreach. You guys know what I'm talking about? Let me see what y'all are saying.
Well, it's kind of like all those shows, like American Idol, where the public votes, or The Voice, where the public votes. Hey, Martin's going to like this. You're in my light, babe.
Oh, sorry. All right, let me complete my story. So whoever this person is, congratulations, first of all. I'm sure you poured in tons of effort.
Hey, Jeffrey.
I know just how hard it is to learn to dance or to dance. So whatever. The storyline here is that somebody else, a lot of people felt should have won. But this other person had an incredible outreach and influence. And because of that, they scored extra votes. This is her opinion, I guess. And that's a very interesting thing. And we saw it with your Dancing with the Stars charity gala. Sabrina would go. She did this incredible thing for 10 years and raised over $10 million for real. Yeah. For abused children here in Austin. And it was amazing. It continues to go on and thrive. So Sabrina set this whole thing up, and it was incredible. And she would invite local celebrities, and you would pair them up with professional dancers in Austin. And then what would happen would...
And a celebrity would be like an influencer. It might be a business owner. It might be a radio talk show host. It might be the wife of Michael Dell, right?
Somebody in the community that was like a celebrity
that had an outreach
character. And because it was a charity event, the more people you could get that had influence, the better, because it would draw more people to the event and we would have more contribution to the children. So that's a really smart play. And so sometimes, and because it wasn't about really the winner, although the dancers really got into it.
Yeah, we practiced for months. We would sell out to 1,000 people, and when you had these, I guess you'd call them influencers or celebrities, stars, right? They would invite their friends, so that would help sell all the tables. And then the winner was picked by 50% of the judges' vote and 50% of the audience votes put together.
So that audience vote is a big factor in who's going to win. So the folks who could bring the most people and get the word out there the most and have the greater influence tended to rise up to the top and maybe even win.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting because many years, the people that we call it selling the most tables, selling the most seats, if they weren't that good of a dancer, the audience seemed to be loyal to the person who they could tell was either trying the hardest, right? Because we would say it's not necessarily about who's the best dancer. It's where you are, where you started from, right? If somebody had danced their whole life and they were in the show and they were great, it's like, well, of course they are, right? So it's
interesting, right? So it's not about the dancing alone.
No.
It's not about, and so we, being in business and creating courses and programs and products.
And they didn't win anything but a trophy, but everybody really wanted it.
Exactly. And so there's got to be a goal, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, our coach was saying it's not the people who win, and what we mean by win when I'm talking about this is the people who have the most outreach and sell the most programs or products are the ones with the most influence. And that's true. If you're good at marketing and you have more exposure, it's like when you see people go onto Shark Tank. They want that shark because that shark can connect them to more big box stores and they have more outreach and they have connections and they can open doors. They're going to grow their revenue because of the expansion and the influence. And so that got me thinking. And I've obviously been thinking about this for the last 10 years when we started studying marketing. And we'll call it integrity-based, love-based marketing for good. I knew that if we could have more outreach and like this, using Facebook Live, and we could be piping into your home right now, and if we could expand that, like Oprah has done, right? She's expanded her network, and she's bringing personal growth and spiritual growth into the lives of people who may have never seen it in the way that she's providing it. So what I'm seeing is it's all about how may I serve, which ties into, and so this, my word is service. We say at Satori, be love, serve love, make a difference. And when she talked about the guy on Dancing with the Stars who won, I was like, but that's so awesome. Because if you can generate influence from a very beautiful, integral place, you can expand your service and your love and your light even more. Now, of course, your programs and your products are going to be awesome because you're going to put that integrity into them. They may not be the best.
Right.
You might think, oh, but theirs over there is better. But if you have more outreach, and it doesn't even matter, so long as yours is awesome, right? And you put love into it, you're going to help more people. And so I am lit up right now about service through influence. So I'm really excited about 2019 and this momentum to reach more people.
Yeah. Well, you know, when you opened the martial arts school here in Austin, we had the biggest martial arts school.
It started
Why?
small.
Because you loved martial arts and you were really good
And
at
I
it.
set an intention.
And he wanted to share the highest quality of martial arts with as many people as possible, as many kids as possible, as many women as possible.
Do you know what I
to
said the
protect
first place
themselves.
I walked in?
I do, but tell them, cocky
So
little 22-year-old.
I was 22 and I was super cocky, and I'd already got my black belt from one of Chuck Norris's black belts. So I was all that. But I was on a path, and I knew that my life was to be a dharma path, right? Service. And so, but I wanted it to be really awesome, right? And so, cocky 22-year-old, I walk into this guy's office at this high-end fitness club in one of the most affluent areas of Austin, because my mind was thinking, hey, look, go where people can afford the services and where there's lots of schools and kids. So I did my demographic research, and I walk into this place. The guy sitting behind his big old desk, he was a New York dude, and he would, set up the different contracts within the fitness center. And I said, sir, I'm planning on opening a martial arts school in Austin. I've just moved here from California, and it's going to be the largest martial arts school in Austin. I'm just wondering if you'd like it to be here. He looked at me like,
Hello, Donna.
I like you. Bring me a proposal tomorrow. And I brought that proposal tomorrow.
But you weren't saying that, even though we're making fun and saying cocky. It's because he was so in love with martial arts and so in love with the system and the Budo. Right?
I wanted to teach young girls
he wanted
to
to
protect
share
themselves.
that.
I wanted to help them defend themselves against the jerks and the what's out there. And I was so driven that I would do that. And I feel like that's a passion. That's an important thing to have, a mission, a cause, a drive. But that can really boost your service and create more influence. But you got to have that friggin' drive. I think I'm going to save that one for tomorrow. Okay, but find that which lights you up and then go do it.
Well, it's just like with the charity event. I knew that I wanted to find influencers to be in it because I wanted to sell out. Why did I want to sell out? So it would be the #1 charity event in Austin? Well, yeah, of course. Why would I want to be number 2?
Yeah,
right?
Why not?
Because I respect myself.
Healthy sense of self.
I'm okay being #1, right? But I knew that I could bring in more money. We could get more donations, that we could sell more tickets so that we could hit over $1 million every year. So we could help more kids, so we could get more service dogs, so we could get more medical help for the kids who had been abused.
Mission.
So from the surface, it can look like, oh, they want to sell out every year. It's like, to not sell out is really selling out.
That's the disservice, right?
It's where it gets a little tricky. It's like, the more I can sell every seat and get the people to donate as much money as possible, the more little kids we can serve.
And you provided jobs for all the people who wanted to help those kids and have a purposeful career. And so it provided an incredible opportunity for so many and continues to. Beautiful thing you set in motion.
You can come from a place of service in everything you do, whether it's being a mom, right? What a beautiful place to bring that quality of service. A grandma, running your household, going to your 9-to-5 job, starting your own business. It's up to us how we become coming from service and being an influencer in every environment. You know what? The truth is, you're an influencer at something right now. You can influence people to be in a bad mood. You can influence people to be happier. Each and every moment that you have contact with someone, you can influence their energy and the way that they see things, right? So I think when we say being an influencer, we sort of use that word the way it's used in our industry, which is to emanate positivity, to create a message
Change
of love
makers.
and hope.
Yeah. And that's a beautiful thing to be in this life, to pay it forward, to be the love, connect, allow it in, and then serve the love, right?
Yep.
Be love, serve love, and make a beautiful difference. So we're coming up upon a nice time frame. Mm-hmm. Do you want to land this with what's happening tomorrow or the next day, or how is this unfolding?
Well, tomorrow is December 6th, and that is day 6 of the human Advent calendar.
That's right.
Right? And so we will see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central. And then we're going to take the weekend away from social media, let you do your things, keep opening your doors on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we'll see you the following Monday.
Daniel says, hi Daniel, didn't Buddha teach the path to alleviate suffering is to live your Dharma? Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? The Dharma is that which is aligned with your mission or your soul. We're going to make a t-shirt that says Soul on a Mission. Would you like that? I saw Stacy. Stacy was giving me the awesomeness. Here. I saw Donna too. And Joanna said ambition, and I agree. To have a purpose-driven ambition is such a beautiful thing, right? Mm-hmm. Like you don't want to just be like, climbing a ladder or whatever. Like have intention and purpose behind that which, and then even if you get tired or you get knocked a little bit off, we all get sucker punched from time to time. You will always snap back to your path because you have your purpose in place. And sometimes people get all wigged out about the word purpose. For us, it's pretty damn simple.
Yeah. Be
love, serve, love, and shape it whatever that looks like for you.
I want to say one more thing about the influencer.
Okay.
So, we call this Tris Brina. We thought it'd be cool if he got a shirt that said Tris and I got one that said Brina.
Hey, that's called the cake.
That's true. I let it out of the bag.
That
never happened.
It's very rare.
Right? And Trisbrina is the energy that happens when the two of us are together, which is the same thing that happens anytime you're with someone else.
That's right.
Right? So Trisbrina is influenced, the entity of Trisbrina, by my moods and my opinions and my reactions. Right? And that's why I really love that word influencer, because each and every person that I come into contact with, I can say, I'm not influencing them, but I am. Because our experience of each other is the thing that happens when our two energies meet, right? So I have to always make sure that I'm bringing my best, because I only want to be of positive influence to each and everything, right? It isn't some grand thing like, I am an influencer. You are, and so is everybody else. Influence for the most positive, for the most loving. Bring love to each of those relationships that you create.
So awesome.
That you commingle with.
Well, dear friends, make sure you leave in the chat your takeaway from today's training session, sharing,
even
hangout.
Even if it's a replay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And call to action.
CTA.
It would be really awesome. We're trying to share this love and share this type of message and conversation. If you like listening to it, maybe your friends would.
Click that share button.
Right? We would love for you to share it so that if someone else wants to see some of the other episodes, they can. And that actually tells Facebook, like, hey, people like this conversation. Let's let people see it, right? Because when you don't like things and you don't comment, you don't share them, Facebook.
They must be really boring.
People don't like that. Don't show it to anybody.
It's called engagement. And if you're doing Facebook Lives, learn how to connect and communicate. Like you can feel our energy right here, right now, and we can feel yours. And we're using the power of this beautiful conscious chat to learn more about how we can connect more as a tribe. And so your chats and your feedback and everything is so beautiful and so helpful. And so do leave some comments and let us know what your takeaway was and what's lighting you up during the holidays. And of course, how we can support you in whatever way that is. We're here for our tribe. We love you.
Yep.
We absolutely love and adore our tribe. So thank you for coming and being with us for a little bit today. We're going to play a little something. Let's see what we got.
And we get to have a belt, as in martial arts belts, graduation exam tonight.
That's right. That's coming up.
Yeah, we got a lot going on. We are certifying, I think, 20 people to teach Qigong and to become Qigong instructors on December 16th. It's a really fun month.
The YouTube... Oh, here we go. Here's something. I need my...
Magic wand?
What's that called? The orchestra.
Conductor stick.
Conductor stick.
Shtick. The conductor shtick. That's what he has.
I need my conductor stick.
He looks like he's salting his steak.
And I don't eat steak. All right. I love you all so very much.
Much love.
See you soon.
We'll hang out with you tomorrow.
Yay,
Ho, ho, ho.